They asked me to keep an eye on one egg. This egg was different, though. Nothing like any of the other eggs in their nest. The whole thing was bright, fiery red. I guarded that egg like my life depended on it, coiled up right beside it every single day. Late at night, I'd softly tap on the shell, watching the red shell glow under the moonlight. I had never seen anything that beautiful. Ever since it showed up in my den, the gossip started spreading. Both snakes are black. How'd they end up with such a huge red egg? Someone had to be cheating. All because of that egg. The couple next door was in tears every single day. They even talked about rolling it off a cliff. Winter was closing in fast. I had already made all my preparations. I'm a rare white snake from the Aya forest, with snowflake-like patterns across my scales. Every other snake goes into hibernation, but not me. Everyone treats me like an outcast and wants nothing to do with me. I don't even know where I came from. For as long as I can remember, I've just been living in this forest. It wasn't until I offered to watch eggs for the hibernating snakes that things slowly started turning around for me. The python couple who used to look right through me actually trusted me with this egg. I happily said yes. I found a dry, warm cave and coiled tightly around the egg to build a nest. I kept flexing my muscles to generate body heat and keep the egg warm. Every now and then I'd lick the shell to keep the moisture just right so it wouldn't crack. Outside the wind was howling, but inside the cave it was perfectly still. I used to tough out every winter completely alone. Now I finally had a little company. Gotta give it up to the python couple for sending me a companion. My white scales gently brushed against the egg. This big round egg was nearly half my body length tall. Big, plump, and round. The more I looked at it, the more I loved it. There's definitely a big snake in there. I kept watch day and night, warming that cold shell up nice and cozy. Outside, the whole world had turned to ice and snow. Snowflakes drifting down one by one, piling up thick on the ground. Before I knew it, 2 months had already gone by. Still not a single stir from the egg. Maybe it needs a full 3 months. I gave the shell a little kiss. Stay good in there, little one. Then one day in the 3rd month, I rested my head against the egg and heard the shell start to crack. Winter was finally over. Spring had come back to the land, and the snow was beginning to melt. Golden morning light came pouring in through the cave entrance. I watched in amazement as the shell split open, the middle pushing outward from inside. I couldn't help myself. I had to help. I leaned in to bite the shell open, but the next second it burst open on its own. A tiny tongue shot right into my eye. I jumped back in shock, staring face to face with the baby snake. It was completely bright red, absolutely stunning. The hatchling was nearly as big as me. It had just broken out of the shell, so its tongue was still soft. It didn't hurt when it hit me, but my tongue is pretty solid, so I panicked and checked if it was hurt. Let me take a look at you, little one. I nudged toward its head and gave it a thorough once-over. Looked like it was fine. The baby snake stared up at me with wide eyes, completely frozen, looking a little out of it. Please tell me I didn't knock it stupid. I quickly grabbed the broken shell and headed out to find some water for the baby. But when I turned around, it had already crawled out and was right on my tail. It was even copying my tongue flicking. Baby, I froze on the spot. I could not believe it. It could already talk straight out of the shell. This little snake is literally a genius. Makes sense. I'm the one who hatched it. I held my head up high with pride. While I was still standing there stunned, the baby snake crawled right up onto me and wrapped around me in circles, red and white scales rubbing together. That's when I noticed its body was cold. The cave entrance is freezing. There's no way it